especially from the Wandjiri and Bunurong people. And can I thank Cardinia Shire Council for their invitation here today, and again to CEO Harold Jeffson, Jeff Springfield, we have a number of councils here today. I saw Colin Rossi, the Mayor of Springfield. Thanks very much for your doing Graham. I did actually see Graham over here before. The big thank you to the state member, Jordan Finale, and everything you're doing to help and support the South Sudanese community. Can I just say thank you very much, first of all, to the great gift of a cow and also the peg. I thank you very much. And that's the fact the Sri Lankan community at Berwick, the Buddhist temple, they actually gave me a stone elephant. And they wanted me to take the stone elephant home. It weighed like a tonne. And they wanted me to organise a crane to take it home. I said, it's so, as you can imagine, it's still actually at the temple today. But I very much thank you for this kind gift. And also for the ladies who have been teaching the dancing, and for those amazing young performers at the back who are just having a great time. And this day is about. It's great to see the Sudanese youngsters out there before playing in the rain, especially after such a hot day. I've been working closely with a number of South Sudanese leaders, and lots of Reverend Tuddies here today. I know one of the issues you're trying to come together with is a community place. We're talking about one potentially in Dandenong, and also I'm working with Cardinia Council on a cultural centre, but that'll be a multicultural centre open for all the people. The South Sudanese community in Australia, while relatively small and new community, is a valuable contributor to our society, especially in sport and, as we've seen today, in culture. And I would also like to acknowledge Monica Munjul from the Australian African Sports Association, who's an application at the moment for federal funding. One of my big goals is to get, in particular, South Sudanese kids heavily involved in sport and high-level sport. At the time of the 2016 census, there were an estimated 10,000 people of South Sudan ancestry who were living in Victoria. And as Assistant Minister, I've had the opportunity to attend many events and occasions that celebrate the rich diversity within the Australian community. In actual fact, yesterday I was in the Gold Coast in Queensland, and I was telling the people up there when they were complaining about how hot it was. It was only 33 degrees, and it was 42 degrees. But I was amazed of the strength of their multicultural community in the Gold Coast. In actual fact, there's more people born overseas in the Gold Coast than actually born in Australia. The South Sudanese Community Day provides a great opportunity for local community to come together, build understanding and promote unity and acceptance. I'm proud of the fact that in this country we respect and embrace the rights of all Australians to practice, celebrate and maintain their diverse culture and religious traditions. People have come from all corners of the globe to make a new life and to contribute to our society and to see it prosper. And as I was saying before, it's not only the Gold Coast movement, but pretty much 50% of people in Australia either were born overseas or one of their parents were. So Australia is truly a multicultural community. In actual fact, my wife was born in Hong Kong. We are one of the most successful multicultural societies in the world. We are successful because we embrace our culture and religious diversity. Australians are not divided by our differences, but united by the common values, freedom, and the rule of law, democracy. Can I say I acknowledge all our good friends with Victoria Police here today. And obviously my President Feeney's here today. St Francis Xavier, thank you for everything you're doing for the South Sudanese community. We believe that all people are equal regardless of cultural background, gender, race or religious beliefs. We believe in respect, mateship and a fair go for all. It has been pleasing to see the generous contribution of the local South Sudanese community to helping those in need, including through the recent Christmas hamper drive and the ongoing meals program and youth outreach. Can I say, give yourselves a huge clap for supporting the other very pleased that in the past few years the Australian government, this is a Liberal Morrison government, has been able to support the South Sudanese in Victoria through a number of grants and funding arrangements, including more than $400,000 from the Home Affairs portfolio, where I am the Assistant Minister, including a number of programs I've personally secured funding after working with, I think, Cardinia Council and other councils in the nearby area, and in particular the Sudanese leaders. These include fostering integration grants of nearly $50,000 for School Vets Limited. The Dinka Ethnic School of Victoria was also provided with more than $50,000 in funding under Home Affairs Safer Community Fund program to provide greater security around school venues. In addition, the Australian government has provided significant funding under its Mutual Understanding, Support, Tolerance, Engagement and Respect program to assist the South Sudanese community. This includes providing $87,000 last year to the Living Learning Centre in Pakenham, and Miriam, I saw her before doing a fantastic job down there. It was a 3-day camp. We had nearly 200 parents and children there from the South Sudanese community. You can also acknowledge Zakani as the coordinator there. He did an amazing job, and I'm hearing there's a number of people want to come to that camp next year. Also, $1.2 million for the Les Cleman Foundation, including support at schools such as in Berwick and Pakenham Secondary College and other schools. And can I say, the reason this funding was provided was simply because an inquiry I led where a Sudanese youth worker told me the importance of putting funding directly into schools, and we even named the inquiry after a statement he made, and he said, no one taught me how to lead Australia, so that's something we really need to work on together. $1 million for Hope Australia Soccer Academy. Again, this came out of the inquiry. And so if any youngsters are here interested in soccer, I've actually got 2 Brazilian FIFA-trained soccer coaches in this local area, helping in particular Sudanese children to get involved in that great sport of soccer. The Brotherhood of St Lawrence Peninsula Youth Connections and New Hope Foundation were provided with $100,000 over the last 2 years. We also provided the Adventist Development and Relief Agency $131,000 working with Afri-Aus Care. And can I acknowledge the CEO who's here today, Selva Lucas. Selva, just stand up please. And it's doing fantastic work. Tough issues such as family violence and making sure and doing everything she can to get Sudanese young people into jobs, and also ranging patrols with elders at the Fountain Gate Shopping Centre, and I'm very keen to bring this program to our Pakenham shopping centres. In addition to the Cardinia Shire Council received $105,000 engaged a South Sudanese liaison officer, and can I say, Toots, you're doing a fantastic job. Give him a hand. Another program you may not be aware of, it's called Youth Activating Youth. We provided $900,000. The more being based in the western suburbs. I want to bring them out here too. Their key goal has been to help many young African people who may have been caught up in, as we heard, we don't talk about the word jail in South Sudan. But the issue is they are actually helping people out here leaving the incarceration and finding work. A range of other initiatives funded by the Australian government directly benefit the South Sudanese community by assisting with economic and social integration, participation, building leadership capabilities. And can I say that's so important for the South Sudanese community? One thing I've realised, South Sudan had its independence, or gained its independence in 2011, and it's a very young community, not only here in Australia, but in South Sudan. The average age in South Sudan is 18 or 19 years of age, so it's a very young population. When you compare over here, the average Australian here is 37 years areas of aid. So we need, and that's what my goal is, I'm sure to the council, is to support the leadership in the South Sudanese community. The Prime Minister, Morris, the Liberal government at the federal level, very focused on supporting the South Sudanese community and seeking and making sure your community flourishes. I'm hoping to see more funding to highlight the culture and heritage of the South Sudanese community. I know there's applications presently from the Cardinia South Sudanese Association with Andrew Knight. I know he was involved in that. And I say, Andrew, you're doing a great job as Secretary for the group. Big for Andrew, and he's been doing a great job. Can I say my next phase of work with Home Affairs, and I've instructed Home Affairs to look at this through the department, and it's about business to create jobs. Jobs brings hope, and hope will come to the South Sudanese community, especially for the young people, when they see people who have academic qualifications getting jobs, and that's my goal locally, to make sure we achieve that. I commend the Cardinia Council, and I also thank Jordan, the State Government, the South Sudanese Cluster Group, for hosting this community day and sharing elements of the South Sudanese culture and heritage to the wider Australian community. And I extend my gratitude to the community organisations represented here today who are helping provide information and support to the local community. I thank you all for continuing to spread the messages of unity, peace, inclusion and harmony within this great state of Detroit, the greatest country on earth being Australia. Have a great day. Thanks very much for having me here.
Thank you so much, Honourable Jesse Wood, for those amazing words and encouraging. And the South Sudanese community are here and part of the Australian culture, and they're doing their best to help grasp the opportunity that is prevailing.
Thank you.